Hi guys, and welcome back to Used and Reviewed. Today we're going to be looking at one of the launch titles available here in the UK for the PS Vita, and that is Motorstorm RC. Available for £4.80. You not only get the PS Vita version, but you also get the PlayStation 3 version. Those guys in the US, you're lucky enough to pick this up for free. So we find out, as a download only title, whether or not it's worth taking up space on your memory card. Now when you first load up Motorstorm RC, you'll be chucked straight into the playground. Now this area is really just to give you a little feel for the game. You're allowed to sort of just roam about, pull off some tricks, change cars, and all that sort of thing. And there's also a couple of trophies to pick up as well. Now if I press select, this fires up the main menu, and from here I'll take you into the main details of the game. The first item on the left hand side is the car collection. So these are where you've unlocked all of your cars, and I won't go through them all, but as you can see, the usual sort of car categories that we're used to on Motorstorm. You've got your monster truck, racing truck, buggy, rally car, big rig, etc. Unfortunately no motorbikes. That would be a great little idea, a nice little addition, miniature motorbikes, but hey, you never know. The second tab is the festival tab. Now I won't go into this just yet, but this is really where the main game lies. So you'll enter your festival, and this is where you enter your races and compete with your friends online. The pit wall, this is continuously updated with recent scores, racing times, fastest laps, etc. from your friends and other people online as well that are not necessarily friends. From here you can select one of the items. For example, this person here set a certain time on a score. If I were to press X, that would launch the game into that particular track and allow you to race and try and beat it. Nice little addition, and it's great to see that your friends pop up as well, where you can try and beat them and gloat a bit. The third tab is recreation, which is really just time trial and free play on any of the tracks that are available in the game. The final tab is going back to the playground. Before launching into the main game, I would seriously advise changing the default controls. I don't find the default settings to be the best use of the Vita buttons. You can do this by pressing start, going to options, controls. I've got it set up so that the right shoulder button is accelerate and the left shoulder button is brake, with the left stick used to steer the car. I found this the best combination, but you may find a different combination better. So to launch the main festival, you can either press X or use the touch screen. Now once you're in the main festival, you are presented with 4 different locations, and these are based on the previous Motorstorm games. So you've got Monument Valley from the original Motorstorm, Pacific Rift, Arctic Edge and Apocalypse. Each one has a number of events, and much like the Motorstorm games, you unlock those events. You'll only start off with a couple, and by unlocking the events you get more vehicles, more customization, etc. So if I fire up Monument Valley, there are a number of different events. There are 16 tracks to play on, and there are over 8, I think there's 8 vehicle types to play on as well. So there's a lot for you to go at, and it's great. There's a lot of variety in there and you won't get bored. The different modes are available. You've got things like fastest lap, so this literally is, you know, one quick lap around a track, see how fast you can do it and compete with your friends. You've got a race, so you can finish first, second or third to get the appropriate medal. There's 3 medals available on each event, and some of the first sort of events available are quite easy. You know, you shouldn't have too much difficulty getting 2 or 3 medals, but as you get onto some of the later ones, as you can see, I've only got one here, they do get quite difficult. As anyone who's played Motorstorm will know, you know, the later events do get rather difficult. So to give you an example, one of the game modes, I'm going to load up Eat My Dust. This is a fastest lap type game. The thing that I really like about this game is that it is ideal for a portable console. It's an easily pick up and play game that you can have a quick race, a quick couple of laps, you know, whilst you're out and about. And I just think that it's great for that sort of usage. Now, as you can see, the minute I start racing, there are a number of lines in there. So there's no other cars on the track in this one, but there are a number of lines, and these are the ghosts of friends and other people on the leaderboard. It's a great feature. It almost feels like you are playing online, even though there is no online available for direct to racing. It does feel like you're part of an online race, and this is the real thing that keeps you coming back to Motorstorm, because you'll always got somebody to try and beat. There's always a ghost available, and you're always going to want to try and pick your friends, gloat a bit on the pit wall, you know, and have some fun. So it's a great option. I really like the way they've implemented it. And the really impressive thing is that if you were playing this on your PS3, you could set a time or whatever, and it would synchronize with your Vita. So if you load up your Vita later on, you'll see that your time's been uploaded and you can carry on where you left off. Great feature. What I like about this game is that once you select an event, you can quickly press triangle to see the online leaderboard. So here you can look at the top scores and the first rank, etc. in each of the games, and you can then compare it against your own to see, in my case, how poorly you are at beating those scores. But it's great. I mean, it always gives you something to aim for. It's very addictive. You'll want to come back time and time again to keep playing the game, trying to beat your best, and trying to beat other people as well. The fact that it's got your friends integrated into it so well, it's just such a great feature, and this is definitely worth picking up. It's a great title. It's cheap, especially in the UK, but obviously in the US it's free. I can't see why you wouldn't pick this up. It's just one of the best titles I think available on the PS Vita at the moment. It's great to play, great fun, easily accessible, and you'll find that you won't be able to put it down. So that concludes my review of Motorstorm RC. If I was going to give this a score out of 10, I'd certainly position it at the 8 to 9 bracket. The graphics, although not as good as some of the other titles available on the Vita, are still adequate. Do what's needed really. Sound is great. It's got some great tracks that you'd expect from Motorstorm. You could obviously use custom soundtracks, and the sounds of the vehicles as well really do sound like remote control cars. Playability wise, you can't fault it. It's addictive. The online scoreboards are going to keep you coming back again and again, and there is some future downloadable content available that's going to expand the game even further. For the money, or in the US for free, I can't say you shouldn't download this. Definitely add it to your download list, get it installed, and have some fun. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, please subscribe, rate and comment. Keep your eye out. We're going to be looking at the downloadable content available that comes up soon. And thanks again. We shall see you soon.